Bam! It's time for a review. Dinosaur edition. Okay, I thought we'd put away the guns and the space aliens and all that craziness for a little while and focus a little bit on some dinosaurs. What you're looking at here, this is Jurassic World Chaos Theory Ben. This is one of the newer sets, and I'm really curious how these dinos kind of size up to, their old ones. See how we go there. You'll see here I picked this up at Target on clearance. Oh yeah, $7.49. You can probably still catch this one in the stores if you look fast. The Jurassic World Rebirth set are coming out, and this Chaos Theory is a little bit older. I think this is for the cartoon that they had on TV. So, on Netflix right there. So this is it. This was released recently. Let's turn it around. Check out the back. So we got a Dilophosaurus. And he's spitting like crazy. And we've got an Archaeopteryx. Yeah, I'm dumb. I don't know how to say this stuff. His name is Tiger. We're going to call him Tiger. And we got Ben here. Ben's looking like he's going to be a little bit messed up in this exchange. He's got some kind of gun there. I bet you it just shoots a dart of some kind, and it's not very helpful at all. This was released in... come on. 1 of 23. So you'll see there, this is a relatively new set. I got it on the cheap. I wanted to see how these dinos work out. All right, let's go ahead and get this bad boy out of the package. All right, so I'm in the middle of the unboxing here, and I wanted to show you all what it looked like with these guys inside of their plastic prison. So here's what we're looking at right here. They're not using any of those twisty tie things. I hate those things. They hurt, but it is what it is. So I wanted to kind of point out here. Let me get these guys out of the way for a second. I wanted to point out here how cool something like this is. What you're looking at here, this is really good for a diorama. I can actually extend this, maybe crush this box up a little bit and put it in the background. And then right there, I have a little diorama in the box. This is a nice little feature that these companies add that adds to a lot of cool play. So it's going to show out there's some diorama potentials here with this background. Not too shabby. Let's look at the plastic prison one more time. So pretty standard. It's a lot of space there. I think they did that so that they would have space to put the diorama in the back. Yeah, I'm not too mad about it. All right, let me get this guy out. Let me get these guys out of the box, and then we'll continue. Bam! And here we go. Look at Ben here and Tiger, Archaeopteryx dude. Not too shabby. And you want to see the most frightening thing in the world? Bam! Ah! Look at this guy. Look at that spit coming out of his mouth. It doesn't come out, unfortunately. That'd be cool if we can get some... Oh, it's a little bit of good fun there. I think this is probably the coolest part of the set right here. This guy is out of control. Look at him. And, these dinosaurs are pretty neat. They got this insertable... His doesn't want to come out. But they got this insertable thing in here. Let's put... this guy over here just spitting all over Ben. Ben, dude, I don't think you're long for this world. So Tiger here, he's got this neat little thing. It just slides out. Got the Jurassic Park symbol on the back there. He's got some kind of code here. So I guess you can scan this in somewhere, and it, shows details about the dinosaur. I mean, I like those data cards, right? That's really cool, like the G.I. Joe stuff. And this is one of those things that Mattel does. You got to give him a little bit of credit there for when credit's due. This dinosaur is pretty basic. He's got some articulation. His arms move. His legs move. It's kind of like 5POA, kind of. I mean, the head here has a little bit of articulation. Maybe 6 if you count the jaw. And the head moves around, swivels pretty good. Goes up and down. You can get him in some decent shots. Not too bad. Doesn't have much articulation in the legs, so he's kind of restricted in his running poses. But you can get him into kind of some cool stuff. Kind of cool things there. Not too shabby. I mean, folks, come on. What are you going to do? $7.49. $7.49 on this. Pick them up on the cheap. Get yourself a nice little dino collection. And you can see the background. Check out the background. What I was talking about. Look at that. Now, I don't understand why the Public Works decided that the road just drives right into this little mountain range here, but hey, I'm just a toy reviewer. That's what I am. All right, so that's Tiger. He's pretty cool. Ben here, let's take a look at him. Come on, Tiger. Come on. We got stuff to do. Ben here, I mean, he's even more. You know, he's got more articulation than most action figures these days. He's definitely not 5 POA. His knees bend. No swivel in the boots there, but you know, his arms bend, his head moves. Feels a little cheap on the plastic side, but you know, hey, not too shabby. He's pretty good for a 3.75-inch background figure. In your dioramas, you can have old Ben sitting there. He came with this weapon. This weapon here reminds me of some kind of a dart gun that these idiots are always trying to capture these dinosaurs with. I mean, that don't make no sense to me, but hey, what am I gonna do? See if we can get him into the old hand here. All right, here's what we're looking at with old Ben here in this silly dart gun. He's got a little bit of a trigger. Look at that. You can go right into there. You can put that finger right in the trigger. Look at that. Man, there's some G.I. Joes you can't do that with. Not too bad, Mattel. Not too bad. So he kind of just holds the gun. I mean, this idiot's never going to be able to use this gun to kill one of these dinosaurs anyway. He's probably just going to die. But, you know, it is what it is. For the gun itself, it feels kind of hard plastic. It's nice. It's kind of nice. Wish I had a little bit more details. But, you know, these are for kids. These are for little ones. So, you know, don't have to be crazy about it. They got a lot of fun play features here, like this Dilophosaurus himself, man. He's probably worth everything in this set. He's just mad. That dude right there is just mad for no reason. Someone took his cookie. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I love that figure. I love that thing. All right, so let's go ahead and let's tee up a size comparison. So here we got Ben, we got Tiger, and the maddest dude in the world. All right, who are we going to use for this size comparison? Bam! All right, what we have here, this is Steve. Hey, Tiger, don't move out of the way. Give Steve a little bit of room. All right, mad dude, slide over to you. Ben, man, I think you are in trouble. Bam! All right, here's Steve. Steve is your standard 4-inch action figure. You might have seen him in one of those popular movies that came out recently. But, you know, I like to use old Steve here for some of these here reviews. He's kind of an ongoing thing. So as you see here, he's about 4 inches. Ben there is kind of right up to him. He's maybe a little bit shorter than him. And the Dino's Tiger there, he's about 4 inches tall probably. Mad dude over there, he's just fuming. He's much taller, so not too shabby. I mean, Steve kind of compares well to Ben in the old articulation department. I would say Steve's plastic is probably, it feels a little bit. Steve, you know, it occurs to me that I've never given you a review. Did you know that? Does that make you mad, Steve? Well, Steve, let's do a little bit now. How about that? All right, so his plastic feels a little bit nicer than Ben's there. I mean, Steve was probably like, I paid like between $5 and $10 for old Steve there. You can probably get him on the cheap nowadays, since the movie's kind of in the rear end view there. He's got a nice little satchel. Anyway, Steve, it's not about you, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about you. What do you mean it should be about you? What you talking about, man? All right, get back down there. You got work. Bam. All right, so Steve's standard 4-inch action figure here. They're pretty common here. Steve, thank you, Steve. Steve, what do you mean, Steve? You're gonna die soon? What, do you have like a prophecy? What? You think one of these dinosaurs are gonna kill you? I don't know, man. We're just gonna have to wait and find out. Hey, why don't you walk on over there, try and get out of here? Steve, does it feel a little bit like the walls are kind of closing in on you? Yeah. Well, it looks like you got the attention of those dinosaurs back there. Steve, what do you mean you want me to get you out of here? You want me to get you out of here? Man, I gotta save you all the time. Can't you just do your job, Steve? Why do we gotta do this? All right, fine. I'll see what I can do. Let me call up Snake Eyes. Hey, yo, Snake Eyes. So, Snake Eyes, I need an extraction. Stat. Steve needs to get out of here immediately. He's shaking his head silently, yes. All right, Steve, just hang in there, buddy, okay? Snake Eyes is on his way. You just try to, bend too. Take it easy, man, but don't startle them. If you stand still, they won't see you. I mean, I saw like 3 movies. That's got to be it, right? Just stand completely still. Oh, look, Snake Eyes is here. All right, guys, quick, load up. Man, go. He got holes in the bottom? He does have holes in the bottom. All right, let's see if it fits here. All right, get on there, Ben. You can see Ben's on there. He doesn't seem to fit in the pegs on the vehicle, which is unfortunate. Oh, Steve, why'd you miss your ride, Steve? What's going on here? What do you mean I didn't give you enough time to get on? You should get on, man. What are you doing? Bad guy. Steve, he's inside of your bag. He's looking for his cookie. Oh, and Steve is dead again. Steve, what you gonna do, man? Forever, I'm gonna have you in this prison. All right, get out of here, Steve. All right, so that's some good fun here. I mean, you can see these dinos are pretty cool. I definitely recommend this set, $7.49. Let's go ahead and tee up a rating. All right, let's start with articulation. For articulation on these things, I'm going to give them a thumbs up. You can't beat this, right? Like, this is good fun for the kids, for all the kids. Let's look at this dino because we didn't really look at him too much. This is pretty good fun for all the kids. If you can see me sitting here laughing about this thing, it's got to be good for a lot of people. So I would definitely give this on the articulation phase a good old thumbs up. I don't know how much better it could get for the price point. I mean, I think MSRP on these, so the regular price is probably about $25. And then once these things go out of clearance, man, if you want this set, that's what you're going to pay. You might be paying $40 plus once this goes to the secondary market. But from the articulations standpoint, I would definitely recommend. I still can't get this thing out of this guy here. I probably have to put in some hot water to get that little data card out. And then this guy here, he's got like a lot of articulation in his neck here. I like. Really good. Not too shabby. His tail actually moves too, so it's like, I don't know, more than 5, 6 POA, 7 POA, 8 POA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish POA. So yeah, no, can't complain. All right, so let's go ahead and get the next rating here. So as far as affordability, I'm gonna go ahead and give it another thumbs up. Even at full retail price, I mean, this is a lot of good fun. It's got this action figure as well. Nowadays, these kind of action figures with this kind of posability are gonna cost you at least $10, right? And I got these 3 action figures together in $7.49. So catch them on the cheap, but even at full price, I would definitely recommend it for the kiddos. Now, I would say that these are probably going to break. Like if they're playing with them pretty heavily, like I'm doing here, and just general wear and tear, they're probably going to take some damage. But they're for the kids, not too bad. All right, let's go ahead and give it an overall rating. All right, overall, Ben, calm down, Ben. Calm down, Ben. Overall rating for this Chaos Theory Jurassic Park set, I think it was called Escape Pack with Ben. Look for Ben. I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. This is really good fun at a really cheap price point. This is the kind of stuff that the toy aisle is supposed to be for the kids these days. A lot of us adult collectors are going into the toy aisle and we're picking up our toys and our G.I. Joe classifieds, super expensive toys, but this is the kind of stuff that's for the kids. And I would definitely recommend this for kids. It has a lot of cool play features. Let's go ahead and let's grab Snake Eyes here. I mean, these dinosaurs, this is my Lego hand Snake Eyes. He was in my other reviews. He ain't got no hands. I got him from a yard sale. I use him every once in a while in the reviews. But if you line him up next to the dinosaurs, as you see, that really good play features between the lines. You can line them up there. You can use all manner of figures with these guys, and they look A-okay. A lot of good fun. All right, so that's it for this Dino World. Look at all those dinosaurs back there. Those back there, if you're interested, those are from Fortnite. I got those on clearance at Ollie's. See, Bam here, old Bam, he tends to like the cheaper toy varieties, and I like to get a lot of them. So I'm going to be looking out for you, mad guy. I might have 10 of you. Oh, man, could you imagine 10 of those guys all looking at one target and about to spit all over them? That sounds like some kind of a fun thing that I might do. I might have to go scour my targets looking for these 749 Chaos Theory packs to get all these little mad dudes. But yeah, so those are Fortnite figs back there. I got those at Ollie's on the cheap. They're probably out now. You probably won't be able to find those, so you're going to be on the aftermarket for those. But I recommend those too. They're really cool. I like different color varieties in my dinosaurs. You'll see over here, I've got, I think this is a Spinosaur. He's really big. There he is. I got a nice Spinosaur there. He's got like some head snapping action. If I just do this, his head don't pop open like that. You better watch out, dude. He's coming for you. Pretty cool. So these dinosaurs, you can kind of, collab these with your other lines, like the G.I. Joe Classifieds and all those things, and get some stunning shots. And then look at the background. I even got some value out of the background, too, that came in that set. So for $7.49, man, you really can't beat it. All right, so that's all I have. I'm Bam. This has been a Bam review. Check out my channel. I've got Super 7 G.I. Joe Classified. I've got yard sale hauls. I've got Transformers. I tend to be doing a little bit less of the Transformers these days. I did those in the early days. I'm going to get back to Transformers at a period of time. I try to get videos out every Monday and Wednesday around 4 p.m. EST. And I'm starting to throw in some Saturday yard sale hauls when I have them as well. That's all that I have. I'm Bam, and I'm out.